Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland is part of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. This stayed until 1922 after a civil war. When Ireland was divided into the Republic of Ireland, the sovereign state that takes up the southern part of the island, and Northern Ireland, which stayed as part of the UK. So Northern Ireland is the smallest part of the United Kingdom. The only official flag in Northern Ireland is the Union flag of the United Kingdom. That one. The Ulster banner is still used as the flag of Northern Ireland by loyalists and unionists and to represent Northern Ireland internationally in some sporting competitions. Police service in Northern Ireland. This is their motto, keeping people safe, and this is their logo. The PSNI badge features the St. Patrick's saltire and 6 symbols representing different and shared traditions. The scales of justice, representing equality and justice. Ayan yung nasa pinakataas. A crown, nasa upper left. A traditional symbol of royalty but not the St. Edward's crown worn by or representing the British sovereign. A harp in the upper right. A traditional Irish symbol but not the Brian Boru harp used as an official emblem in the Republic. A torch representing enlightenment and new beginning. An olive branch, a peace symbol from ancient Greece, a shamrock, a traditional Irish symbol used by St. Patrick, patron saint of all Ireland, to explain the Christian Trinity. Overview. Country, Northern Ireland. Police Agency, Police Service of Northern Ireland, or what we call the PSNI. Here in the Philippines, it is the Philippine National Police. Department, Northern Ireland Policing Board. Ranks, Chief Constable, it is the highest. And Constable part-time, it is the lowest. Motto, keeping people safe, unlike here in the Philippines, to serve and protect. Type of law enforcement, decentralized. Here in the Philippines, we are centralized type of government. Estimated strength, 18,984 as of November 1, 2020. A history of policing in Ireland. Sir Robert Peel, 1788 to 1850, his critical role in the development of policing has been immortalized by the common use of names bobbies and pillars for the police. So, pillars came from the name of Sir Robert Peel. And yun ang tawag nila sa mga first police noon. Bobbies and pillars sa England and sa UK. The Police Service of Northern Ireland is the police force that serves Northern Ireland. It is the successor to the Royal Ulster Constabulary 1922 to 2001 after it was formed and renamed in 2001 on the recommendation of Pattern Report. So Royal Ulster Constabulary, or also known as the RUC, was the police force in Northern Ireland from 1922 to 2001. It was founded on the first day of June 1922 as a successor to the Royal Irish Constabulary, or RIC. The majority of PSNI officers are the Ulster Protestants. Ulster Protestants are an ethno-religious group. Next is as part of the Good Friday Agreement, there was an agreement to introduce a new police service initially based on the body of constables of the RUC. The Good Friday Agreement, or GFA, or Belfast Agreement is a pair of agreements signed on the 10th day of April 1998. They ended most of the violence, a political conflict in Northern Ireland that had ensued since the late 1960s. On November 4, 2001, the RUC became the Police Service of Northern Ireland. So before, ang tawag sa PSNI is Royal Ulster Constabulary. Police Service of Northern Ireland Organization. There are 11 districts in Northern Ireland. These are the Antrim and Newtonabbey, Ards and North Down, Armagh City, Banbridge and Craigavon, Belfast, Causeway Coast and Glens, Derry City and Starbane, Fermanagh and Omagh, Lisburn and Castlereagh, Meath and East Antrim, Mid-Ulster, Newry, Mourne, and Down. Each district is headed by a chief superintendent. Districts are divided into areas, commanded by a chief inspector. These, in turn, are divided into sectors, commanded by inspectors. In recent years, under new structural reforms, some chief inspectors command more than one area as a PSNI strives to make savings. So, yung 11 districts na yan is headed by a chief superintendent. In addition to the PSNI, there are other agencies who have responsibility for specific parts of Northern Ireland transport infrastructure. These are the Belfast Harbour Police and Belfast International Airport Constabulary. Belfast Harbour Police is a small, specialized police force with the responsibility of policing the port of Belfast, Northern Ireland. It was founded in 1847, making it the oldest continuously operating law enforcement agency in Ireland. So, the Belfast International Airport Constabulary, or also known as the BIAC, is specialized force responsible for providing policing to the Belfast International Airport in Undergrove, Northern Ireland. PSNI recruitment. The PSNI was initially legally obliged to operate an affirmative action policy of recruiting 50% of its trainee officers from a Catholic background and 50% from a non-Catholic background. Many unionist politicians said the 50-50 policy was unfair, and when the bill to set up the PSNI was going through Parliament, Minister of the Adam Ingram. As of 2017, the PSNI have announced that it will be introducing new schemes to increase the number of Catholics in the force. The PSNI is focusing on tackling the fear factor or joining the service as violent, dissident Republicans and discouraging Catholics from joining and continue to attack Catholic officers. Firearms or weapon or equipment. Body armor. PSNI officers routinely wear bulletproof vests and in recent years have been issued the stab vests worn by most UK police officers. Beginning in December 2007, bulletproof vests were required for PSNI officers patrolling in the Greater Belfast and Greater Derry City areas owing to the threat from dissident Republicans. So, the Belfast is the capital and largest city of Northern Ireland. And then the Derry, officially Londonderry, is the second largest city in Northern Ireland. And also, it is the fourth largest city on the island or Ireland. The dissident Republicans are Irish Republicans who do not support the current peace agreements in Northern Ireland. Yan yung Belfast, Derry, and dissident Republicans. Firearms. The elevated threat level posed by armed paramilitary groups means that, unlike the majority of police services in the United Kingdom and in the neighboring Republic of Ireland, all PSNI officers receive firearms training and are routinely aimed while on duty, with officers also being allowed to carry firearms while off duty. The PSNI inheriting these weapons upon formation. Subsequently, the Glock 17 pistol began superseding the Speed 6 revolvers from 2002 onwards, with only 15 revolvers remaining in serve a decade later, while Heckler & Koch G36 variants were procured to supplement the MP5, G3, and HK33. L104 riot guns are available for crowd control purposes. Long arms are still routinely carried in areas of higher threat such as Derry Cityside, North and West Belfast, or various border areas. So, that is the Glock 17 pistol. That is the Speed 6 revolvers from 2002. And that is the Heckler & Koch G36, the MP5, the HK-G3, and the HK-33. This one is the L104. That one is the L104. Vehicles. The best-known PSNI vehicle in the Land Rover Tangi, but with the improving security situation, these are less likely to be used for everyday patrols and are more likely to be used for crowd control instead. So, I'll show you some vehicles na ginagamit sa Northern Ireland, ginagamit ng mga PSNI. So, ayan yung Land Rover Tangi. Yan. Anyway guys, the Land Rover Tangi is a type of armored vehicle based on the Land Rover chassis and used in policing in Northern Ireland. They were used by Royal Ulster Constabulary (RUC) and are currently used by the replacement, the Police Service of Northern Ireland. So, ngayon ginagamit pa rin yan up until now. The vehicle was designed and built in-house by the Royal Ulster Constabulary own engineers. So, yan. Continue natin yung pagpapakita natin ng sample vehicles na ginagamit ng mga PSNI ngayon. Ayan. Next. Air support. In 2014, the air support unit responded to over 4,000 call-outs, 12 were casualty evacuations, and participated in over 250 missing people searches. All aircraft are used for investigations, anti-crime operations, traffic management, search and rescue, public order situations, crime reduction initiatives, and tackling terrorism. Helicopters. In May 2005, the PSNI took delivery of its first helicopter, a Eurocopter EC-135. Yan yung makikita nyo sa screen na may kulay yellow and black. Yan yung Eurocopter EC-135. Eurocopter EC-135 is a twin-engine civil light utility helicopter produced by Airbus Helicopters. It is capable of flight under Instrument Flight Rules or IFR and is outfitted with a digital automatic flight control system or AFCS. And the next is the next second aircraft is Eurocopter EC-145. Yan yung may kulay na blue, red, and white. So, Eurocopter EC-145 is a twin-engine also aircraft and can carry up to 9 passengers along with 2 crew, depending on customer configuration. The helicopter is marketed for passenger transport, corporate transport, emergency medical services, search and rescue, para public and utility roles. Yan. Fixed-wing aircraft. The PSNI operates 2 fixed-wing aircraft to aerial surveillance. In August 1992, a Britain-Norman BN-2T Islander entered service with registration GBSWR and call sign Scout 1. In July 2011, the aircraft sustained damage during a crash landing at Aldegrove. So, yung BN-2T Islander, ayan siya. It is a British light utility aircraft and regional airliner designed and originally manufactured by Britain Norman of the United Kingdom. Still in production, the Islander is one of the best-selling commercial aircraft types produced in Europe. Although designed in the 1960s, over 750 are still in service with commercial operators around the world. So, the aircraft is also used by the British Army and police forces in the United Kingdom and is a light transport with over 30 military aviation operators around the world. Uniform. The color of the PSNI uniform is a bottle green. Pre-1970s RUC uniforms retained a dark green called rifle green, which was often mistaken as black. A lighter shade of green was introduced following the Hunt reforms of the early 1970s. Although Hunt recommended that British blue should be introduced, the Pattern Report, however, recommended the retention of the green uniform. Recommendation number 154, the RUC officially described this as rifle green when the 6 new versions of the PSNI uniform were introduced. In March 2002, the term battle green was used for basically the same color to convey a less militaristic theme. In 2018, a formal review was launched about the current uniform after officers gave feedback, and no changes have been made as a result for the review of August 2019. So, ayan yung current uniform ng PSNI. Ginagamit nila yung mga yan. Rank and insignia. In the PSNI, there are also special constables known as a reserve constable, which can be part of full-time positions. The rank and their insignia correspond to those of other UK police services, with a few modifications. Sergeants' chevrons are worn point up as is done in the United States, rather than point down as done in other police and military services of the United Kingdom. Sergeants do not wear number as their counterparts do in other UK police services. The 6-pointed star and saltar devices from the PSNI badge is used in place of the crown in the insignia of superintendents, chief superintendents, and the chief constable. The rank insignia of the chief constable, unlike those in other parts of the UK, are similar to those of the commissioner of the police of the Metropolis and the commissioner of the City of London Police. So, ayan. Rank, constable, sergeant, inspectors, chief inspector, superintendent, Chief Superintendent, Assistant Chief Constable, Deputy Chief Constable, Chief Constable. So, ayan yung from lowest to highest rank. Best practices. The board is an independent public body tasked with ensuring an effective, efficient, accountable, and impartial police service that has the confidence of the whole community, both Catholics and Protestants. The Northern Ireland Policing Board has instituted a strict protocol for tallying police performance. So, other details, their vision was they want to help build a safe, confident, and peaceful Northern Ireland. What do? We will prevent crime, detect offenders, and protect the most vulnerable in our society. How will achieve this? We will achieve this by policing with the communities that we serve and by treating all members of the public with courtesy, respect, and fairness. We will work collaboratively with communities and those in the public, private, and voluntary sectors to achieve our vision, being fully accountable to those who we serve. Accountability. Our work is overseen through a system of accountability, including the Police Ombudsman for Northern Ireland and Northern Ireland Policing Board. So, I am Hanielet P. Panaligan, and thanks for watching.